That's it. Episode 89 of the BSG podcast presented by our friends over at Moon Golf. I'm Casey. Brady's in the middle with a Southern Pines hat.
I'm Zach.
And Zach's over to the right. And we have a special episode for you tonight where Zach's been working hard getting these guests on.
I'm trying. I got Twitter fingers and they're working.
Twitter. Is that where you're getting all the guests from? Twitter?
Yeah, Twitter or Instagram. I just started. Well, I'm on it. Not during work hours, but I'm on it reaching out.
Oh, it's working because we've had a good lineup.
Some people reply, some people don't. We've had 3 guests in 3 weeks, so I'm doing something.
Yeah. Tonight it's one of them guests where, we've had people on that know knowledge of golf. They're very knowledgeable of golf, but this is one of those guys that in a few years we could see on tour legitimately, not just somebody that we think, but could legitimately be on tour. So this is a really cool episode for you guys tonight. Brady, you want to jump us into that? Tell the people about it. I guess you don't have to tell them. You're about to tell them.
I'll cut it right now. All right, guys. Today we have another special guest on. Like we've been getting some great guests on here lately. Today we have freshman at Louisville, Cooper Claycomb, originally from Bowling Green, Kentucky. He was ranked number 6 in the state of Florida for the class of 2023. Individual champion at the Cardinal Invitational Collegiate event last fall. Also a founder of the Mason Cup held annually in Bowling Green, Kentucky at the Old Stone Country Club. Cooper raised $500,000 for the AGGA Leadership Links organization and the Mason Goodnight Foundation. Recently, and what caught our attention, Cooper is coming off shooting a 65 at the Seabest Invitational and getting him into the top 10 on that tournament. So that was pretty impressive, and I think we wanted to hear more about it and where his future's going in this at Louisville, and just get some more info on him. So if there's anything else you'd like to add to that, Cooper, let us know.
Man, I'm just honored to be here. It's a blessing to be on this podcast, and I'm just ready to chat it up with you guys.
They Louisville last week they made that post and with your picture and the 65 and said buy stock now. I'm buying my stock right now. That's wild. A 65. We can get into that. Like, so early in the round, late in the round, like what's your mindset? Do you know something is brewing, like you're feeling good, or is it just something that kind of happens when you're out there?
It's pretty funny. So I was rooming with Sebastian Moss, who's a junior on our team. And my big thing this year as a freshman is I want to help out the team as much as I can. I want to be able to play. I want to be able to help our senior Max Kennedy. He's our only senior on the team. I just want to be able to help them, get to the national championship and just win tournaments, try and give him the best experience. So I told them, I said, Bass, Max, I was like, I got a good one in me tomorrow. I shot 5 over in that second round, and I was distraught. I hit the ball well, but I knew I hit it good enough to where I'm going to shoot a low one. So I was telling him, like, guys, I got your back. Let's go out there and let's just fight, So starting off, I slept so good. I slept on it, But I got to give big thanks to Coach Hand, Ryan Hand. He's our assistant. He's been teaching me a lot, and he's keeping me calm right now. So it was just a fun round. Obviously 65 anywhere is great, but that was just one of the most fun rounds that I've had in a while. So golf right now is just free. So it's great.
Yeah.
But real quick, I actually got to ask this before, because we're going to go back into that. But behind you, is that crimson red or cardinal red?
It's cardinal red. My computer is very old, so it is a cardinal red.
We can lean towards crimson.
We can let it slide, but for now, it's cardinal red.
Yeah. That's too good. But anyway, so that 65, like, what was it for you? Was it like you just felt ball striking good, putting was flowing? When you're shooting like that, is it you can read the greens good, or you just feel like you can't miss a fairway, or like what's it feel like for that?
There's a lot of different ways to do it. For me, that 65 I would have to say it's ball striking. It's pretty funny. I actually have told, like I keep telling everybody, not complaining with the 65, but I started off birdie on 1, dumped it to like 40 feet on 2, and then number 3, I put it to 6 feet, missed that putt. Number 4 stuck it to 2 feet, and I actually missed that putt. So
Oh,
I missed
man.
the 2-footer on the 4th hole. I could have been, not should have, but I could have been 3 under through 4. But like I said, Coach Hand and we were there, and I missed that 2-footer, and I missed it and looked at him and just laughed. I said, "Let's go have a day." So then we just walked off and just kept hitting. We just trusting the clubs is all it was. So ball striking for sure, though.
Yeah.
Awesome.
My mindset might change after that 2-footer. I'd be like, oh no, this could go down. This is a slippery slope. Cooper,
It happens way too often.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I feel that. No, you're good. I was just going to go into maybe like some backstory on you. When did you first start playing golf, and do you remember like wanting to pursue it for as long as you have so far?
Yeah, so I started playing golf kind of due to my brother, I guess. My grandpa got me into it. He had a driving range right down the street. But I grew up a Kentucky Wildcat fan. So I love basketball. Basketball was my true love, and it still kind of is like up there. It's tied with golf as my favorite sport. I really like basketball a lot, but I didn't take golf too serious until maybe this last 3 years. I started training with people, and I really just dedicated, a lot of hard work to the sport because watching my older brother play in, junior Ryder Cups, I got to go to France and Australia with him. And when you get those experiences, it's like, man, this is a cool sport. You get to meet a lot of influential people. And I got to experience a lot of things, as a junior golfer that many people didn't. So I just really wanted to, kind of follow his path. Like, it's just really cool. Golf takes you to a lot of cool places. So
What's it like having a brother where you're both competitive like that in the sport? Does it push you to have a brother like that, or is it just kind of like I gotta beat him no matter what? Like every time y'all play, is it competitive?
Oh man, we growing up, we would fight all the time. We're competitive as competitive can be. No matter what we do, if we bowl, I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna talk crap to him. I'm gonna try and beat him as much as I can. Same as golf, but as we gotten older, it's gotten a little bit less competitive, but it's more respect than anything. I think he's finally starting to understand that I'm catching up with him, so he can't really talk too crazy now.
Um, well, I'll ask you
Who's
this,
the
and I'll let.
better between the two? Is it
Oh,
certain things one of you's better than the other, or is it
Yeah,
can you put
Cannon.
together a round some days and he does? Because I feel like when me and my brother play, he usually scores better, but if it's me versus him, there's a couple days I can just get him and he'll be off his game and I'll take advantage.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like that. But Cannon's a very good scorer, so he's always been able to. He's like how Tiger Woods, he'll shank one dead right. Crazy comparison, but he'll shank one dead right into like almost OB, and then hit this high hook and put it to like 12 feet and make birdie.
mhm.
Cannon is a king at that, and so I've never really learned how to scramble. I like to say I'm a good driver of the golf ball, but he's a scorer. Some people are just built with golf in them. A lot of the top guys, they just have that dog in them, really. But he's good at that. So we battle a lot. I'm more, I think, traditional play, like just down the fairway. If I, mess up, I mess up. I'm trying to keep it as little as possible, take a bogey. But
Yeah.
he's just a scorer.
Who would make a better if y'all are playing a tournament caddy for the other? Would you be better at caddying for him, or would he be better at caddying for you?
You know, if he's watching this, I've got to give it to him. I won the Orlando International Junior with him on the bag.
Oh
So
wow.
technically, he's got to win as a caddy. So I got to say him, I guess.
We'll talk about some of the team stuff that you've gotten to experience so far at Louisville. Can you walk us through like an average week at Louisville whenever y'all are getting ready to getting like prep for a tournament? Do y'all play matches together, or do you like to go and do a lot of stuff on your own?
Yeah, we Coach Blagg and Coach Han actually do a great job of including competitiveness into our practices. Like today, so today's Monday. We did a par 3 contest. So we had yardages from 145 all the way to like 75. And we have these things called closet visits, where you get to go into he's got like a closet full of like clothes and stuff. So we'll play like 1v1 matches, or we'll play all together. The winner of the stroke play gets it. Or we'll do putting challenges and stuff like that. But today he actually offered up, if we all shot 24 under, we got smoothies, and if we shot 27 under as a team, we got steak, like steak dinner.
Oh wow!
So they do a good job of allowing us to just compete, really. So
Did y'all get the steak?
Everything's competitive. No, we didn't. It was a tough one out there today. We got close, but it's a challenge no matter what he does. It's not easy. So
what so with you being a basketball guy, with money on the line, would you rather have a free throw or a 6-foot putt?
Sorry, say that again. I think you cut out.
With money on the line, would you rather have to make a free throw or a 6-foot putt?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I always say free throw, because
I was going to go free throw.
You can almost close your eyes just from the muscle memory of it.
Yeah, I'd have to go free throw as well. It depends on what type of 6-footer we're talking about here. Yeah. But I think free throw. I'm a pretty good free throw shooter. I got to the line a lot in high school. So
Zach, you're going free throw. Zach's known to break some ankles on the basketball court.
There we go. That's what hey, you might as well. Like I said, I've probably played more basketball than I have golf. So
same. I've only played golf since COVID. Played a lot more basketball growing up.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, Kentucky's a basketball state, so it was hard to not have basketball around.
Yeah.
Cooper, where do you see yourself when you're finishing out your time at Louisville? Do you see like a professional career as soon as possible, or do you think you might have something else like as a plan B?
Yeah, I mean, my dreams and aspirations are to become a professional golfer. I think with the people that I'm surrounded with right now, and Coach Blagg and Coach Han, I think I'm able to achieve that. So I really am gunning for the professional golf route. I kind of said today that I was going to throw all my chips in. Like I was telling coaches, like I think I'm going to go all in. They're making it fun, and they're making it interesting. So I think I'm going to go try and make.
Can we hope to see a Nick Dunlap type journey and just play hot a couple times, win it when it matters, and then go?
I tell you what, that was great to watch. He put a lot of hope into a lot of college golfers. I don't know if I don't know if he realizes it, but him and Caleb Surratt they put college golf on the map. We're excited. At least I am. So
yeah,
I love it for him to win it. But I graduated from Bama.
Oh yeah.
So I thought we might have another national championship with how he's been playing, and then as soon as he won, and like Jay was like, I knew I lost him as soon as he made the putt. I said, I would chase the money. You got to.
Yeah.
You can always come back. But if you have the talent and the opportunity, I say go every time.
And that's what college golf is for, though, is to get us to that point. So I think JC or Sewell that's his goal for his players to do that. And if he can pump out players like that all the time, people are going to want to go to good schools like that. So I think it's great.
What with being a college golfer and your goal of going to the next level, what's it like right now with so much in your mind uncertainty in golf? Like what's going to happen with the PGA Tour and live in the future and the decision you may have to make? Is it a little worse? Are you hoping it gets figured out before you're ready to get to that level? Is that kind of like in the locker room? A lot of guys are worried about that.
For me, since I'm a freshman, it's not really that big of a deal. I mean, I'm still just trying. I'm trying to make a lineup week to week. That's the biggest thing for me. I know probably for the older guys, I could see how it'd be a problem, but it's not really a talk. It's. I think the opportunities are growing. Obviously, I know the PGA Tour U I think opened up to top 25 now. It was top 20, right. And then Live Golf is also offering. Caleb Surratt, new teams and stuff like that. So I think just golf in general is exploding right now. So it's really awesome to see. I mean, I don't know if you guys were watching the Super Bowl or the Charlie Hoffman and Nick
I was watching Hoffman. We were texting.
We were too.
and then I had the Super Bowl on my phone. I was like, I
Yeah.
gotta see these putts. I gotta see Charlie pull it off, or Nick rob another guy from a win. First Tommy
Yeah.
Fleetwood, now Hoffman. It's just
I was
All of the
heartbroken. I
golf
wanted
guys here,
Charlie to get it.
yeah. I was rooting for Charlie as well. I thought it would be a cool
Yeah.
story, but I mean, props to Nick Taylor for that. I mean, that's
Yeah.
not an easy thing to do. Birdie, what? He birdied like what, 5 out of the last 6 holes or something like that.
That's
Yeah.
right.
he got hot.
That's insane.
And then I assumed
I
I
couldn't believe
text
it.
them before the playoff when he was on 18th and he had to make a birdie and he hit in the bunker, rolled out to the rough. I said, "Oh, he's done for. There's no way out of that rough." And then he hits that shot, and then like kids is talking about it's less than 50% make that putt that nobody's really made it today. And of course, he makes it in the playoff and does the same thing with his tee shot again. I was like, "That's wild."
That's
I mean, the
beautiful.
same
I love
thing.
it. I
Yeah.
absolutely loved it. We were dying. We were watching it on our phones, and then we were like, this is too
Yeah.
intense. So we actually switched to Super Bowl. We were like, everybody was watching the golf. So
Yeah.
What what's that like for you when you said you're trying to make the lineup? I know only a certain amount of people can play, but what's it like a week for you to try to get to that point? I know practices you're with your buddies and it's fun, but you're really trying to beat them too, right? So that come the weekend you can be in the traveling team.
yeah, we call them home tournaments instead of like qualifying and stuff like that because
Uh-huh.
it's just as intense as a normal tournament, if not more stressful. But it's you. We do the winner kind of takes all. So we'll do like it depends 2 to 6 rounds, I guess, and it'll be low scores. But he does twist in them. So like ULGC, which is our golf course, University of Louisville Golf Club. It's not very like tree lined. It's kind of
Hmm.
open, very windy. So it plays really long in some days. But he'll do like cart path OB. We did one round. Where cart path was OB and the opposite rough line was actually OB as well. So it was like
Man.
you had maybe 15 yards of like open area, and we actually had
Mhm.
Andrew Tan. He shot 63 that day,
Oh, wow.
and it was with a 3 foot drawback. So if you lag putted it and you had it outside of 3 feet, you had to drag it back 3 feet.
Oh gosh.
So
Ooh,
Oh, man.
we're never playing like a normal round of golf. It's more mental warfare than it is like the actual aspect
And
of golf. So
that's how y'all play to determine who's going, like that kind of stuff?
yeah, yeah.
Oh gosh. I thought y'all played a normal 18 to figure out who's
No,
going.
we play. It's an 18 hole round, and it's stroke play. But it's man, you're trying to worry about you got OB, you drawback stuff like that. So he randomizes it a lot, but they do a great job. And that's honestly when you go to a golf tournament now, it's like man, this is wide open. It's like I've
Mhm.
got the entire world. So
Yeah.
they do a good job of making golf easy outside of qualifying, I guess.
That's
do
crazy.
y'all do like mental health work with like any sports psychologists or anything for when you're out there alone battling like that? That where it's like this is just golf. I'm good. Each shot is the next.
Yeah, we University of Louisville actually offers a lot of mental health. We have like workers. So there's a guy. I actually went to a guy named Eric. Um, I can't remember his last name, but we're connected in our golf facility. We have an indoor golf facility on campus. So we have multiple people that we can contact with just mental stuff. We do have a mental golf guy here. I haven't seen him yet, but I probably will. I know a lot of the guys do work on their mental, and it's important because I mean, like I said, this our qualifying is more mental than it is physical. If you can just go out there and enjoy the day, you're going to be playing a lot better than trying to force stuff, down the fairway. So
Mhm.
I
What?
feel like if you start to have a bad day, you can turn into your own worst enemy. Especially for
oh
me, you lose 2 drives real quick. You're like, do I trust my driver? Do I go 3 wood? Am I iron off the box?
yeah,
And then the whole
no,
game falls apart for the whole
And
day.
that's at our level. Imagine it at Cooper's level in the
Once
pros. Like,
once something's on the line,
yeah,
yeah,
that's wild.
it's
I'm trying to talk on the ride home instead of be quiet.
oh no, we've trust us, we all have our days out here. Everybody's gonna have a bad day. There's been
Yeah.
some quiet car rides, but at the by the time you get home, we're all eating together, we're all hanging out, so you're not going to be quiet for long enough. You're going to have somebody who's going to be there. You're going to talk about your day. So
Well, what was a better 65 for you? 65 in the tournament with Louisville, or 65 with your dad on the bag at the WGA?
uh, I think the correct answer would be the 65 at Seabest, but the
Uh-huh.
65 at the Western was really cool, because I had a double and a bogey. Like, it was all around. That was one of those blackout rounds that you hear
Hmm.
about. I and just having my dad there too. He was very supportive. I got so nervous. I didn't realize I was going that deep, and then I made double, and I looked, and I'm like, oh my goodness, let's just get it back. But yeah, the correct 65 would be the Seabest, but an interesting 65 would be the Western. So
Is your dad, is he a big golfer?
he's actually not. He can barely break 90 nowadays, but we
Sounds like that.
he probably plays like, I don't even know, maybe once every 3 months or something like that.
Oh, wow.
He doesn't play a whole lot of golf, so we have a tough day out in Orlando at Lake Nona, and he'll go out there. And I remember 2 years ago he made a birdie on the last hole to shoot 99. He just went nuts, just
Been
went
there.
absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
That's how golf's supposed to be, just fun, not watching
Yeah,
your score or anything. You hit a good one here, it's like that did it. That did it for the day, and we're
yeah,
watching scores, and then you start watching everyone else's scores, and it's like it gets tense to go out
it
there and pay
does.
to play.
Yeah, no, my dad, I got to give him big props. Same to my mom. They've both allowed us to just be free. I've got swing videos. I've been talking with the guys. I looked like, was it Cooch that had the crazy swing?
Oh, yeah.
I looked like him when I was younger. They didn't teach me anything about golf. They just let me go pound the ball as hard as I can.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
that's important. I think I owe them a lot for the happiness I get out of golf. So
That's sick. That's cool.
Um, do you have a number one goal right now for like as being an amateur trying to make like the Walker Cup or like a USAM or anything like that?
yeah, so I'm pretty far out from it, I guess, right now. But I want to be an All American. I was actually talking to Coach Han, my assistant, and I was like, "What are the requirements to become an All American?" I think, I mean, obviously as a freshman, it's crazy to say, but
Hmm.
Yeah,
if I can
you gotta have
continue
something.
playing good, yeah, I mean, everybody's got goals. I guess I want to, like, maybe two or one, like two more top tens and like a win or something like that. I got goals like that, but All American is what I'm really reaching for. I think if I can, keep progressing like I am, then it might come true. So
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Any NIL deals, Cooper? You got any like Zaxby's hollering at you, being like, "Let's eat some chicken and put it on the bag"?
man, I wish is that if Zaxby's listen to this, please. I
Well,
I had Zaxby's after church yesterday, so
that's where I spent
um,
all my money
I
in college. That's why I said Zaxby's, because that's all I ate when I was in college was Zaxby's.
I grew up. I got Zaxby's and Sonic. If one of them want to hit me up with an NIL, I would. But
We'll put it
I've got
put it
no
right on the hat.
NILs right now.
So
Yeah, please. I will. I'll
do
wear.
any of the golf guys, do they have them? I know it's probably tougher than like football because everybody's watching football and it's televised more than the college golf. But
Yeah, I think I don't know exactly. I do believe some of the guys have some. I don't know exactly. I don't know if they haven't. We don't really talk about it. I guess it's kind of
yeah,
just a personal thing. But I do believe some guys have it. I know Cannon has some. I don't know exactly what, but it is cool to see everybody get NILs and stuff like that because it's a cool opportunity to promote, stuff that you like and just make some
yeah,
money too. But
that's gonna
Yeah,
be our long term goal to get to the point where we can get somebody. We'll be the sponsor on the hat. That's what we want.
yeah,
We'll be
Oh, that'd be
PSG hat.
nice.
Yeah,
that'd be sick. I
We
love I
need a
love me a
first
good hat.
PSG athlete.
yeah.
yeah.
We'll
Hey,
get.
hey,
We'll see if Cooper
I'm
can get us
open.
on
I'm
his
just
sleeve when
saying.
he's on one of the tours one day. Just put a little logo on his sleeve. That's all we can afford right now, Cooper. But we'll make it work.
Hey, that was gonna say I can make it work. We'll get something going. It's fine
We'll
with me.
just do a logo of each of our face. One for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yes, that's hey.
That's crazy.
Whatever you guys, if you guys, whatever you want to send my way, let's shut it up. I'm ready for it. All right.
I'll check tomorrow. I think we have a few extra shirts and hats at the shop. If we do, we'll send you one for some for real, just
Yeah,
to wear out and about.
please. That'd be great. I love. I got actually some. There's some guys here called State Line Co. They actually just gave me a shipment of hats. They got these cool camo ones. I like these trucker hats a lot.
Oh yeah,
They had some cool ones, so they sent some over, and they're one of the guys, Hughes. He plays out at ULGC. So if you guys got any stuff, I'd wear it.
yeah.
I love
Is
free stuff.
is Louisville? Are they an Adidas school? I see you wearing the Adidas sweater.
They are.
Okay, so
Yeah, they
are you
are.
tailor made? Are you all tailor made then as well?
No, so we're a ping school,
Okay,
all ping school and all Adidas. Oh, we use
gotcha.
a Titleist golf ball too. So
What So
Titleist.
are y'all swinging the new ping driver by chance?
Most of the guys are swinging a 430. So I'm actually with TaylorMade. So I've still got
Okay.
the Stealth 2
Oh, I didn't know you. So you
currently.
can do that. You can be separate than the school.
Yeah. So some of our guys, I know Max and Mads are Titleist, and then I think the rest of the guys are ping, and then I'm
Hmm.
TaylorMade.
I didn't know you could do
So
that.
yeah, they just ship stuff in, so it's very
Yeah,
easy, you know.
love it.
But
Well, dude, that was. Did you have any more, Brady?
No, yeah. I'm good on my list.
Well, Cooper, we appreciate it. We'll get you some stuff for real because we've had stuff just sitting at the shop for a minute, and we've given some away, and some people don't even wear it. But we like to give it to people that actually wear it and rock it.
yeah, no, hey, if you guys got, I don't care what it is, polos, hats, whatever it is,
Yeah.
I'd gladly hit it. My dad
I
has this
got a
thing. He
couple
says,
swinging elephant stuff I can send you.
No, we ain't sending none of
I
that.
can't, take that. I can't take that.
We ain't
I
sending
got
that.
my Louis. I got my swinging Louis stuff. That's all I got.
Yeah, we'll
That's
have to
all I
get.
need there.
If you want to send some of that, we'll see if we can get his brother on for another episode, and you can send it to him.
Yeah, that's it.
Can
He's right there down the street.
Yeah. But no, we appreciate it, Cooper, and we're excited to follow your journey. If there's anything we can ever do for you, let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. Same here. If you guys are ever around or anything and want to play some golf or literally anything, let me know. I appreciate you guys reaching out. This
We're
is
not above a road
it's
trip.
a,
We'll make that trip over to
Yeah,
hey,
Kentucky.
we're 4 road trips.
We love
just
to
saying, we
film
got
a
some places
little.
here.
We love to
It's
film
only a
like a 2 or
2-hour
3
flight
of us
to
versus one
Louisville.
good golfer.
Yeah, hey, I'd be willing to do it. You know, I love social media, especially nowadays.
Yeah.
This is great. This is my first ever experience with an interview, so
Oh
this is
gosh,
pretty
Thanks
cool.
for coming
good.
on.
I like what you guys do.
We're to the point nobody knows us, so we just reach out to anyone in golf and try to just interview, help them grow, help us grow, and
Yeah.
maybe somebody sees it for you or for us. And
Well, it's like anything. It's practice. You know, you just
And
ask enough people, somebody's going to say yes, right?
and I know Zach graduated from Alabama, and I know you're at Louisville, but we have connections at Auburn. If you ever want to, swap to a different school, Cooper, if you want to transfer and be in a program as historic as Auburn, you let me know. I'll talk to the coach. We've had him on the
Okay,
pod.
okay.
I'll send him your stuff. I'm just trying to help people get to a
Nah.
historic
that's
program.
active
recommendation.
tampering.
No,
He's
that's
mid-season,
recruiting.
that's
That's
Auburn's
recruiting.
like that. Just so you know, Cooper. Auburn.
I'm not
Auburn knows
associated. I'm not
what's up
associated with the program. I can talk. I can say stuff. That doesn't affect
That's
Auburn.
fair. No,
Um,
yeah, I appreciate that, but I think Louisville's where it's at, man. I think we've got everything I need right here. You know,
I hear
got
you.
our
We're
own
rooting
course.
for
We
you.
got coach is great. So
What is it? Is it like this? Is that the wait? I may be
Yeah.
backwards on camera. Okay, yeah. There
Oh,
we
that's
go.
Lank. That's Elliot.
Lang, yeah.
So, you got the wrong Claycomb brother. You need to go talk to the other one. We're talking to
Yeah.
Cooper.
Well, it's okay. I'm sure they have their own rivalry between each other for the schools.
Yeah,
SEC,
that's
AC,
it.
ACC.
We actually, we have a tournament. I'm actually going to get to play. Hopefully, if I can make the team, we got the Hate that's coming up. They'll be playing in it, so that's going to be cool. Just
Y'all's
something you guys can look up into.
y'all's women's team is going to be playing. We're sponsored by Moon Golf. They're like our main sponsor,
Yeah.
I think, and they're going to be playing in the Moon Golf Invitational in Melbourne,
Today.
Florida.
Yeah, that's Auburn and Louisville's golf tournament, I believe, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the women's head coach for y'all for Louisville, she's good buddies with the lady that owns Moon Golf. She played at Auburn a while back. And so I think they put it on together.
Yeah, that's I know that's a big tournament. They just posted a edit on their Instagram and stuff like that. So it's been the talk of the tournament so far. So
Awesome. Well,
hopefully they can grind it out. They look good.
yeah,
So.
War Eagle. We're hoping Auburn pulls it out, but maybe Louisville come in second. We don't. That's fine. That's fine. But
Alabama's in it too.
is Alabama in it? They didn't even post about Alabama being in it.
We're on the graphic.
Oh,
We're
okay.
in there.
I didn't know the graphic.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you,
That's
Cooper.
great.
Thanks a lot, and we won't take up more of your time. But maybe this will be a segment later in the season. We can have you on again and kind of follow back up. You can be our
Yeah,
residential
absolutely.
college
Blue
athlete.
amateur at the Masters.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm waiting.
If,
I believe
whenever
it.
you guys want me back on, I'll do it next week if you guys want me to. If you keep inviting me,
Yeah,
I'll keep saying yes. I love talking about
We'll do it.
life
I
and
love-
golf, man. This is great.
We'll catch up after some tournaments too, because I want to hear some thoughts through some tournaments and stuff like that, and it'd be neat.
Yeah, absolutely. If you guys have any questions, just feel free to reach out and text too. If you guys.
Yes, sir.
Get
Number
it
one, how do
chopping
you
up,
get
so.
good? Because I'm trying.
Honestly, I just stopped caring about the score. Just hit one shot at a time. That's all I can say.
I'm writing that down. That's what I needed in the podcast. We were right there. Quit caring about my score.
That's it. Now, use the KISS. Have you guys heard the KISS method before?
Like keep it
Keep
simple.
it simple.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna
That's
start
it.
doing.
That's it. I tell myself that all the time. I'll be on the ball, I'll be like, kiss, just kiss. That's it.
I'm a quit keeping score from now on just because Cooper just said that. Handicap's going away.
It's good for the mental. I'll tell you what. It is. It'll help if you can do it, though. I mean, a lot of people. It's a lot easier to just say it than do it, but
Yeah.
that's what I do. So, all right, guys.
Thanks.
Well, I appreciate it.
you, Cooper. But that was Cooper. We've had Cooper on. He's an amazing guest, and hey, he gave us an invitation to have him on frequently. So we may have to follow up
He
with
said
that.
weekly.
He's gonna be our how Pat McAfee used to have Aaron Rodgers on every Wednesday and Saban on Mondays, whatever. Where's our
Thursday.
Cooper on Thursday?
And now KD's on Thursdays.
Oh, really?
He's keeping it going.
So appreciate that, Cooper. And like we said before, he's one of those guys that we think have what it takes to get to the next level. So cool to have him on now. So we transition now. We're going to recap the Phoenix Open. There's a lot to talk about with it, I believe. And then we'll lock in picks before we lock it in. Let's recap last week's Waste Management. Overall thoughts, everybody. Sum it up in a few words what you thought about this tournament this year.
Overrated. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the environment. I think it's too close to live. I think it's just
Or
wild.
live too close to it.
I don't even know if Liv might even. I don't even know if they're getting on that level. They're not even that rowdy.
Yeah.
I think that I saw a few players say that they lost the crowd at some points throughout the tournament. So, I think they've got a lot to learn. I think they might have some changes come the future. But I think all the players know what they're getting into. Yeah, it was pretty. I don't know. It seemed like it's going each year it increases by a little bit more, and there's more and more of that rowdiness, and as Shooter McGavin would say, go back to your shanties.
I think for sure next year something's going to be changed about it because there's just too many people complaining this year. Either they're going to have to change it or they're going to be a lot of those, which me and Zach were talking about it online that we're playing COD and we talked about it. A lot of guys are just going to opt out of it. They don't have to play in that tournament. And so a lot of guys are going to be like, well, I'm not going back because I don't enjoy it. So the Waste Management's either going to have to figure out how to fix that to keep them but I don't know. They got to figure it out because it's known for that. And if they don't do it, they're going to lose a lot of attendance. So a little much for me this year.
A lot of the guys that I think the more traditional style, which I mean that tournament obviously doesn't cater to those people, but there's a lot of people that turn their nose up at that tournament for sure.
I think last year was when it got out of hand, which, listen, I'm not complaining. When they made hole-in-one and drinks went all over the greens, I'm not complaining, but that had to slow play down 15, 20 minutes. You're sitting on the tee box waiting the next group to hit or to putt.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's just a little too much. Like, you can scream and shout and all that stuff, but throwing your trash on the golf course is just a little too much for me.
For the game of golf.
Yeah. But I don't want to sound like one of them guys that's like, oh, that's not belong in golf. Because I do like having the people be a little more like fun and screaming and not so hush hush kind of stuff. So I don't know. Highlight for me was seeing old Zach Blair throw out butt club stuff in the stands. That was neat.
He had some money in there too, in the little baggies.
Yeah, had money for drink. We're all butt club members, so I wish I could have got one thrown at me, but I wasn't there. So
he's a man of the people.
He is, and he made the weekend, correct? Like, he was there all weekend.
Yeah,
I didn't check that stat before.
I think he's warming up as the season goes.
I don't think it was I think it was a no-cut event, Casey. So he probably
really
made it.
Oh,
yeah. This was one of those designated events.
Oh, the ones that Rory fought for that he don't hardly play in. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's right.
So, anyways, let's talk about what it came down to. Charlie Hoffman, who since back in 2012 when I got into golf, had the long hair, always been a waste management guy, always wore like colored gloves. Hasn't won since, I think they said in 200 and something PGA Tours events he's played and hasn't won. He's
since 2016, I think.
At the Valero, Texas Open, yeah. He's coming down, has a 2-shot lead, gets close to a 1-shot lead, and then old Nick Taylor comes down at 18, has to make a birdie. And what's he do? He makes a birdie. Wow.
Walks it in.
Yeah, that was aggressive. That was an aggressive walk-in.
For sure.
He was
hyped about it.
That was along the same lines of Tiger's President's Cup putt, turning around and shaking the hand. Like, it was that kind of moment. Like, he knew it was in. And then first playoff hole, they both birdie it again, which Nick made his putt first, put the pressure on Charlie. Charlie makes the putt. And then it just comes down to the third time go around, and Charlie just couldn't do it again.
They both couldn't get off the box clean.
No, but Nick got lucky twice.
That was what I was going to say. Like, they, obviously Charlie had to wait I don't know, it had been 45 minutes before he got to tee off again. He strike one on the first playoff hole, and then the second one he hit one left into the church pews, those bunkers on the left side.
Yep.
And I thought that was funny that whenever he was coming up to the first playoff hole, he had his back brace on or whatever, to keep his back tight.
He was right.
Yeah.
And that was a little while too. I think it was either at the end of the round, hole 17 or 18. They had a clock up showing how long he was waiting for it to clear. Oh, it was 17. He had to wait on the tee box for 11 minutes and 49 seconds. Because it was one of those drivable par fours. So everybody was driving it down and chipping. So then he did that. But yeah, drove the ball great until the second and third playoff hole. Got him in trouble. And that bunker shot, though, I will say this: the third playoff hole, his bunker shot was insane. That fairway bunker.
I didn't think
coming to the grass and everything too.
Yeah, and still hit it to where he hit it to. Insane.
Yeah. Mitchell had the best pick for this tournament. He was T3 with Scotty, which I don't know. That was a pretty easy pick. Scotty plays well there every year, so he knew he was going to get some points there.
One of the things is when doesn't Scotty play well?
That's true.
Yeah. And he was making a run at it. Him and Spieth were both, and a couple of guys were coming up at it, but they just couldn't get to where Charlie was and Nick was. So impressive. I sat there and I watched it. By the time it ended and I flipped to the Super Bowl, there's 2 minutes left in the second quarter of the Super Bowl. But I was okay with it because I was really invested in that golf tournament, wanting to see what happened. But this week, boys, now it's time to lock it in. Presented by Swanee's Golf.
Current leader for pickups.
Hold on, we'll talk about those. We'll talk about those in a minute. Hold on. You can use BSG25 to get 25% off of your order at Swanee's Golf. They have new drops coming down. Go check them out. Now we're making our picks. If you didn't know, our picks we basically have a spreadsheet that Zach's about to read to us of where we are under par based on our picks. Whoever comes in last place has to enter a tournament. for punishment. So go ahead and read them to us, Zach.
So, and I want to make a new stipulation on this because I think we all plan on playing in the Kirby at this
No,
point.
that was the stipulation.
We
We got to play in the tournament. That was the
I think
stipulation.
it has to be a solo tournament.
We can't change it mid-season like this.
We can if we're all playing in the Kirby already. Then it's not a punishment.
Read the point. Read the points for us.
Current points as of today. Zach in the lead at 259 under par.
Oh my gosh.
Brady is tying up second, 238 under par, so he's 21 back. Casey in third. Mitch in third, 199 under par, so he's 60 back. Casey's in last, 101 under par, 158 strokes off the lead.
I'm not worried about the lead. I'm worried about third, so I'm 98. Listen, Vegas knows sports except golf. The last few weeks I went with the Vegas favorites, and I've missed a lot of cuts. But that's not the case this week. This week I scrapped Vegas, and I went off who was playing hot this previous week. So we're getting to the Genesis Invitational. Big news. Tiger Eldrick Woods, or is it Eldrick Tiger Woods?
He's got another middle name in there, and I forgot what it is, but I'll have to send it to y'all. I heard this a few days ago.
Oh yeah, is it? Does he really?
Yeah, I'll have to send it, but
Taunt.
That's it. Yeah,
Eldrick Taunt Woods. Tiger's just a nickname.
Yeah.
Well, he's playing this week. And has a new caddy on the bag. I'm trying to find the post. I can't find it. But he's caddy for Matt Kuchar and other people because Joe is obviously not caddying for him. So new caddy on the bag. This is only his, I think, 4th or 5th caddy professional. Maybe 4th. He hasn't had a lot. He had Fluff, Joe, and then what was the Aussie? Can't think of his name right now. But those are the only ones I had, I think. So
did they ever do the release today for his new brand?
No, it's supposed to be today.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
But it's that ugly logo because, they posted that picture and they zoomed in on his glove and you could see it on his glove.
How many ways can you draw a tiger?
There's got to be a better way than that, to be honest. That one is hideous.
I don't know.
I'm ready to see the details.
It looks like a mix between Clemson and Auburn's tiger. That weird eye.
It's kind of got like a Chinese feel, like Chinese dragon kind of feel to it. I'm ready to see the details of the contract come out because TaylorMade's got to be paying him a ton to rock these clothes.
Yeah.
So this is a big tournament. Tiger he puts it on, so it's always a lot of big names playing in it. 41 of the top 50 ranked golfers of the world will be there. In our picks, I'm going Scotty Scheffler. I'm going like Mitch. I'm going safe pick.
I'm going to go Wyndham Clark.
Wyndham Clark.
Wyndham was in my top 3 when I was trying to figure out who I was gonna pick. But
go ahead and read
Patrick Cantlay.
Name your pick right here.
Patrick Cantlay.
The no hat Pat right here. Is this the tournament they documented him in the Netflix documentary last season? Was that the Genesis when everybody was making fun of him? The Skechers? I don't know. Skechers? Maybe not. Well, they're calling him Skechers and all that. And then Mitchell's got
Justin Thomas.
Yeah. So those are our picks. We're locking them in. Speaking of the documentary, I'm excited for a new one to be coming out. I think in March, I believe.
Yeah.
So we'll have to. Well, for that, we may need to do special episodes where we watch an episode and then discuss it. Watch another episode and discuss it, and do it like that.
What is it? The Netflix series?
Yeah. It's coming in season 2.
I haven't seen the first one.
Oh, you need to. You need to watch it.
I haven't seen it. It's one of them things. I started rewatching Game of Thrones again, and then I watched Suits, and I just go through them.
Oh, you need to go watch it. It's good. And then before season 2 comes out, so you'll kind of see what happens. So those are our picks for Genesis this week, locking it in. Next up on the show, I made a new sound for us right here. Oh man, it wasn't loud enough. I got tired of us having to yell it, so I said I'm just going to throw that in there for us. Here's what's incoming from BSG in the next few weeks. I'm excited. Next week drops BSG versus Maddox and Scott. Big video.
Battle.
Yes. I guess I'll give a little tease to this video. If you saw our Instagram post yesterday, for y'all listening yesterday, for us it's tonight, we were playing. There's a shot of them teed up at the red tees. And so this was a cool format we did where you won a hole and you got to decide what tee box you play the next hole at. And so a lot of moments of strategy, us trying to pick what we thought was best. Some holes we thought we were doing what's best and turned out to backfire on us, but you'll see that in the video. So that's coming out. Working our way to 100th episode. And then BSG versus Jay at Bay Point coming up in March. We're going to film it in March, so I'm excited, boys.
Well, that one's going to be wet. Welcome to the Drop Zone.
I think, Brady, did you have this drop zone question on here? Because it really made me think hard.
I did not, but it's been on there for a couple weeks now. I don't know.
I didn't do it.
Maybe. I don't know. It said, who's your favorite golfer in the world right now? Like, who are you just rooting for? You want to see them win?
Maybe
anybody.
Not even professional. I'm thinking. Like,
it can be anybody.
Maybe I'm my favorite golfer.
Oh, gosh. I'm going Zach Blair. I want to see Zach Blair lift a trophy on the PGA Tour. Right now, he's my favorite.
If I had to just pick one guy I wanted to see win and win again, I think I could go Nick Dunlap. Making the jump.
Yeah.
First week after making the jump, dead last.
Dead last.
I'd love to see him do something.
I'm thinking a little kind of where you're at, Casey, a little outside the box. Although Zach is on tour, I'm thinking about somebody who's working their way on the tour right now, George Bryan.
That's what I was going to say. Would love to see the Bryan Bros do something. I know Wesley has one of them.
Yeah.
But when we met George and them, they're very humble and down to earth.
I was about to say, what are they? Humble and down to earth?
But they were both cool. I think George was more accessible as like a people person, where Wesley was like, you could tell he was serious.
Yeah.
Well, so those are our answers. I'm gonna end with this question. Did y'all watch the Good Desert Open, right? What'd y'all think about it?
I think it should have been the day.
Yeah. I thought it was incredible though. Like the amount of I was kind of watching how everything was being like filmed and put on TV, because obviously they had like NBC Golf Channel helping them, and I was like, that's pretty insane to have that kind of backing and being able
Riggs
to put
on the
something
call.
like that. He had been hyping it up all week, and him, Dan Rappaport was playing in it. I mean, all the stars that were there. That was kind of something else that excited me to watch it even more. They had
Johnny,
one of the people
Johnny
we
Manziel.
interviewed.
Yeah.
Was in it.
So,
me, Brennan was in it.
Oh yeah.
So another thing, a funny stat, they had at one point in the night, over 100,000 people live streaming it on YouTube. And that's like 5x what Liv has ever done on YouTube at once.
That's crazy. No,
They're a power.
I thought they did a good job. I enjoyed watching it. The guys that won it were not who I thought would win it. But no, it was neat to see it and watch it. And I thought it was really cool. It would be fun to play in something like that one day. I thought it was cool. I really thought Wesley and George would have pulled something like that off. I thought it'd be kind of easy for them. But turns out those other guys are too good. So kudos to them. Luke Peavy, the sandbagger, he played in it. They got a top 10 finish. Him and Zach Radford.
So, they were playing
cool. That's
good.
why I wanted to see what y'all thought about it.
I think they left themselves long on putts.
Oh yeah. And there's a video out right now.
Scramble. That's why we need 4 lines.
Yeah. Good or either GM Golf. I think it was on GM Golf's channel. He just put a behind the scenes of the whole thing up, and I was watching about half of it earlier. But sick video. So I think that's it for episode 89, boys. Next one, we're in the 90s. We're almost to 100.
We almost there. We need to go ahead and plan everything and set it up.
Yeah. Word on the street is our finance guy said possibly giving away $500 moon golf dollars. Which you can go in the store.
That's the number.
What did we give away for the 50th episode? 100, and then she matched it.
250.
Yeah.
We did 250.
It was 250, and she matched it, so we're doubling it.
Sheesh. So, and all we did for that is you had to come in and hit a tee shot on a simulator close to the pin. We may do that again. We may mix it up with something else. We got to figure that out. But 500, that's a brand new driver almost. You walk in there, you win a driver if you want one.
I'm betting the Moon Golf store matches it. That's just a bet.
And so that's almost a set of irons right there if they match it.
I seen them new Strixon all black. Some people thought they were Mizuno, but they were Strixon.
Okay, anyways, that's but no, that's going to 100th episode. Win 1,000, 500 for sure, 1,000 possible. It'd be insane. All you gotta do is show up to Moon Golf and compete in whatever competition we have going on. So, anything y'all closing? Y'all got any closing words, boys?
Good.
Nope, I'm good.
That's it for BSG podcast. We'll catch y'all next time. See ya.
Peace.